Rio Rancho, the city of vision. What a wonderful place we live in. Look at this beautiful day. This kind of day way outweighs the days where the wind blows, it snows, or it rains. We're very fortunate to live in a community like this. About 90,000 of us live here, and I was elected in 2010 to represent you as your municipal judge. My name is G. Robert Cook, initial G. Robert Cook, and I've again been your municipal judge for the last 4 years. Thank you for your vote in 2010. I'm here to talk to you about what I've accomplished, what I hope to accomplish, my vision for the next 4 years, and give you a little information about who I am and what I've done the last 4 years. In 2010, when you elected me, I promised to do a handful of things. I promised you that I would work to create electronic records, which I've done. I promised to work to limit police overtime, and I've done that. I promised to reach out to the defense bar, and I've done that, resulting in an endorsement. The fourth thing I promised is I was going to work with the City Council to create a second judgeship. As the community grows, we need that second judge, and honestly, I haven't been able to do that. The economic downturn has kept me from doing so, but I'm not going to stop there. We worked on electronic records. We recently upgraded our computer system, software and hardware, to allow electronic subpoenas to be sent out, and really our goal is to limit the amount of paper that we generate. The clerks are constantly coming up with new ideas, new things to do to save paper. Again, that was a promise I made, and it was a promise that I've kept. Overtime's a huge issue for the police department, and one of my goals and one of my promises was to try to reduce that overtime burden on the police department. Now, in doing so, I've saved anyone that comes to court some time also. We've implemented the traffic arraignment program on Thursdays, whereas everyone that gets a traffic citation can come in on Thursday, plead their case, guilty, not guilty, or no contest, and in most cases can be done with their case on Thursday. If they have to come back for a trial, we don't have police officers showing up for 2 trial dates. We just have them coming for the one. I promised also to reach out to the defense bar, and the defense bar has been very receptive. After I was elected, I had a meeting with, I believe, about 20 attorneys who came and said, this is the first time we've ever done this. We've never had a judge that wanted to talk to us and listen to our ideas. The attorneys brought great ideas. We implemented some of them. Some of them were things that we just couldn't do. But as a result of all that hard work, the Sandoval County Trial Lawyers Association has endorsed me for a second term. The other thing I've accomplished was a first offender program that I began. That first offender program involves one of 2 or 3 classes that I like to use and some community service. When we have someone who's come in with a clean record, I'm really a fan of trying to keep that person's record clean. If, in fact, they want to work for it, I'm allowing them to work for it. Community service in the class and some fees come along. If they complete everything I've asked them to do, then we actually dismiss the charge and allow that first offender to move on without anything on the record. Well, I've been named to several boards and commissions. I'm on an advisory board to the New Mexico Supreme Court as a municipal court representative. I am also on Wayland Baptist Advisory Board for Wayland Baptist University in Albuquerque. I'm also one of the newest members of the Haven House Advisory Board. Haven House being our domestic violence shelter. Because this court doesn't hear domestic violence cases, I'm comfortable helping all I can with the Haven House goal to move forward and protect domestic violence victims in our community. Probably the most important goal that I have achieved is that I am president of the New Mexico Municipal Judges Association. As president of the Judges Association, I'm also sitting on the New Mexico Municipal League Board of Directors. I like to be involved, I like to make a difference, and as president of the Judges Association, I'm able to do positive things for all the judges in the state and hopefully make a difference in that way. And my goals for a second term are to continue to move forward with this electronic records. We still have an unused room full of paper records we need to get rid of. We'll never be able to totally do away with paper, but anything we can do to continue the process of reducing the paperwork that we have to generate will all be positive. Again, I'm going to push for a second judge, and I'm going to push for additional staff. The staff is now smaller than it was in the 90s when Rio Rancho was 50,000 people. And the council understands that. We just have the money problem that everyone is facing in city government. Another thing I'm hoping to have up and running very soon is environmental court. It'll be started in February if everything goes well. Environmental court is simply a compartmentalizing of animal control violations and code enforcement violations, allowing defendants to speak with the officers and see if we can find ways to get them into compliance. A lot of our goals are, of course, to get people into compliance rather than fine or punish people. I've been endorsed by several entities. I talked earlier about the Sandoval County Trial Lawyers Association endorsement, but I've also been endorsed by the Rio Rancho Police and Dispatchers Association. I really like balance. I'm a big fan of balance, and I feel like balancing the defense attorney's endorsement with the police and dispatchers endorsement is a positive thing. It indicates that I have support within our community to continue doing what I've done for the last 4 years. It's really a good feeling when I'm in a store, and this has happened to me several times, and a young person will come up and say, "Judge Cook, I remember you gave me a break, and I really appreciate being able to keep that off my record," whatever it was. Several times it's happened to me. Really makes everything we do all worthwhile. In closing, I want to thank you for your support for the last 4 years. I hear lots of positives. I hear lots of positives about my employees. We employ about 10 full-time and 1 part-time person here in the court. We generate actually about $500,000 more than it costs to run the court for the city coffers. Please go to my website, grobertcook.com. If you have further questions, if you have concerns about me, you'll learn a lot about me on the website. And thank you for taking a few minutes to view this video.